everybody, it's a girl with me and welcome to another video, guys. So from the title of the video, you already know what kind of video this is today. Today I'm going to be giving you some things that she did not regret in her 20s. I do have my hand here because YouTube has been playing me a lot, y'all, okay? Every little thing that I did monetize in my video for. So I'm not going to take no chance with this one because you never know. So that's what today's video is about. I'm already dressed. I am going out. It's Friday night. I haven't been out in a really long time. I'm going to be talking about some things that I did not regret, and I'm going to be doing / getting ready with me, doing my makeup and my hair and all that good stuff. And we're also going to be drinking some wine. Let's go. Cheers to y'all. It's Friday night and we're just going to get it started, okay? Already primed my face and I used e.l.f. primer, and girl, I do not know how this is going to hold out for me because I am a sweaty, what's this? A night fly or something. I am a sweaty girl, so okay, I know I make it sound like I usually be dripping sweat, like, but listen, you know, it's I am not. I need matte primers, but I do not have any matte primer right now. And I was supposed to go to the drugstore, to the pharmacy, to get milk of magnesia or calamine lotion that works really well for a person with oily skin. And girl, you all know how it goes. Like, I did not get around to do that. With my eyebrows the old traditional way, I'm going to be putting on some powder to dry this down a bit. So I'll be using the Sasha Buttercup powder just to dry this oil down, because you all can see my skin feels so skaty, girl. Like, what? Oh hell no. It's mattifying this primer a bit because I definitely need it. Definitely. Number one, the first thing that I do not regret in my 20s is starting a YouTube channel. So I know I said in my other regret video, that I did regret not starting it earlier. While I did have a little regret, I also did not regret starting my YouTube channel at this age because I don't know, I personally like the platform, and then it's a platform where you can help people, a platform where you can motivate others, other people motivate you, it's informative, you can learn so much from YouTube, and also it pays. Now I have not gotten any payments as yet. I do not know why it's taking so long. Like, I did finally fill out all my documents and so on, because I did take a little while to do it because I wasn't in a rush, and then I was like, let me just do it. But I didn't receive any mail as yet, so I do not know what's going on. But besides the money, I actually really like the platform because I can share so much with you all, and you just never know where it can take you. Number two, I do not regret exercising. This is something I really do not regret in my 20s. I do not regret taking the journey of introducing myself to exercise and workouts and hold on. Let's have some sips. I really do not regret doing that because keeping yourself physically active is so important, because y'all, it just does so much to you when you get older. If you start early, one, it becomes easier in your life. Yes, I do slack from time to time, but it's always here, like it's always there. You would know when you are overdoing it, when you are not working out, when you are eating incorrect, it will always be in the back of your brain, like you need to do better. And also it keeps you looking really great. Like, most of the times when you see someone looking great for their age, it's because they did include a physical routine in their life, in their everyday life. And I'm not speaking about going to the gym and spending a whole lot of money or whatever, because I recently started the gym, like a couple of years ago, you know. But you can just do your thing at home, or you can do community parks, or but it really plays a great role in your life as you get older. So it makes you look youthful. You can do like the world of skincare and all of that, but you need to sweat. Sweating is very, 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 very important. Okay, like I haven't worked out in a while, girl, but I can tell you because I've did it like for so many years. There was a point in time I used to work out every single day, and I kid you not, I just wish I could get back in that zone every single day. Y'all, every single day, like, and it sounds like something is wrong with that, but it's actually that's how it's supposed to be. I'll be using this foundation. It doesn't have a name, y'all, because my friend is going to start a foundation line, and she gave me this to try out. So this is just the Deep Tan, and we have Honeydew. So it doesn't have a name as yet, but her name of her makeup page is Madam Beauty Empire. And this is the foundation I'm going to use tonight, so hopefully this holds out, and hopefully, you know, this is the Honeydew. I'm not sure if this is my complexion. And let's try the Deep Tan on this side. Okay, so I'm more thinking this is me, because this is a bit too light, but then sometimes when it blends in, this would be too dark, and this would be, I think I need to mix. Let's see. So you see, this is more on the yellow side, and this is more. I don't know how well it will dry down, so I think I'll just mix the both of them. So I'm going with the Honeydew first, and then I'll probably go in with the number 3. What I did not regret in my 20s is not having kids early. Yes, girl. So many people always ask me, Whitney, when are you going to start to have kids? Whitney, you're getting old. Whitney, you're this. Whitney, you need to start now. Whitney, when you're 40, well, this is when I was turning 30. When you're 40, your child will be 10, and you'll be old in Parents' Day. And okay, girl, while all of that is true, like, I am not studying that. Like, I so believe in God that the good gracious Lord will put it there when it's time, and I ain't trying. To be quite honest with you, I ain't tried. I've never tried before, like to actually, like, to time and to put it in action. And girl, I ain't doing that, because I am just someone that needs to have, I just have certain things in my mind that I need to have in place first before I birth my children. But things do change sometimes from time to time. I do not regret not having my kids early, because there is time. Like, there is time. People think that there is not time, but there is time. I was not someone who thought about having kids early from a very early age. I know there are some people who want to have their kids before 30. Now, I do know that biologically you have to have your kids by a certain time because your eggs and all of that. But girl, there are people having kids at 40 and so on. I'm not going to have my kids at 40, but I just don't regret having it at an early age. So I just really think it's a matter of preference and choice. And well, if it happened, well, it happened. But girl, I'm good. Soon Whitney DB probably would have a baby and create a family channel or something. But the older you get, your mind changes on so many things. My dogs are barking. And yeah, for what I do not regret in my 20s is leaving my parents' home. Girl, I do not regret this, okay? And I still do live with my parents, well, my parents, because my mother is no longer here. She's on earth, but she's not here with us. Yes, I do not regret leaving my parents' house because had I left in my early 20s, I think I probably would have been worse off than I am right now. And I think everyone's agenda is different. Everyone's life is different. Some people are eager to leave their parents' house because of the relationship that they have and the pressures that their parents put on them and so on. But to be quite honest with you all, we do live a pretty good life in terms of living at home with our parents. My mother and father, well, my mother is not here right now, but it has never been hectic. It has never been difficult. I do have a really great relationship with my father. Me and my mother, we can saddle from time to time. You know, we females are. I don't know what it is, but sometimes me and my mom, we get into it. My parents are the best, like in the world. I know everyone are going to say that their parents is the best, and I don't give them wrong. But it all depends on the relationship that you have with your children and how you grow them up and so on. So we do have a really great, you know, we are very family oriented, so to speak. And I mean, we do have our fault or something like every other family, but it's family or nothing, so to speak, okay? My father, there's nothing in this world that my father will not do for us, even at this age. There is nothing that my father would not do for us, okay? Like nothing. He will literally give you his last. It has always been like this. Nothing has changed. And it's just great living here. So I really didn't have the need to look for an apartment at an early age. When I do move out, which I would eventually, and I would still have my space here, I would still have my room, I'll have my studio. I realize sometimes with the rich persons, their children never leave home, you know. When you look at all the Kardashians and all these wealthy people, they do still have a place at their parents' house because that's just how it is. Now, you are your own adult, and of course you need to, you know, work on yourself. You would want to get your own home, you're going to marry, have kids, and all of that. But something about home, you always do go back, because my father, he has his own home, and today or tomorrow something goes wrong, he can always go back home. He has his space, and you know. But as a man or as a big person, or a big woman, you are not going to want to do that because you want to, you know, build for your own family. And my nose is kind of twisted. Remind me of the TikTok that is going around. If you conceal wrong, it's going to come out wrong. Of course, I would have to leave one day when I do marry, but I also plan to work on other things while I'm here. So by the time I get to a particular age or so on, I can have what I am planning to have, so to speak, okay? Also do think living with your parents after a certain age, if you are not careful, is going to harm you in the long run. It could harm you because you become complacent, you become lazy, you are not willing to go out there and, you know, source your own house or land. You just want to stay there, wait till they die, you take it over, and so on and so on. And that's not on my agenda. 5, I do not regret drinking, liming, partying, and being out. Now, there are a lot of people who do lime, and there are a lot of people who do not, believe it or not. There are a lot of people who haven't had their first drink. There are a lot of people who haven't been to the club. There are a lot of people who do not know what due feels like, what 2 o'clock in the morning feels like, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And that's fine. That's okay. I know a couple of these people well, and I was that person. Yo, let me tell you all something. Don't get tired with me and all the short dress and sexy clothes and girl. people sometimes people feel that, because you dress a certain way, or you like a certain type of music, or you look, or like a Coca-Cola bottle, that you have the most going on, or you're doing the most. And that ain't the case. I can tell you all that I started life really late, okay, compared to many people that I know, okay. I am a late bloomer, so to speak. Do I regret it? No, because my parents were strict. I could not have clubbed and party online. Even at 18 or 19, I was not allowed to go to clubs and party. And I understand now. Now that I'm this age, I will, sorry to say, I will be doing the same thing with my children. They are not going. Well, girl, I can speak now, but I don't know what will happen in the future. But I think I understand why. I believe that I would grow my kids up the same way, because you have to protect you are not missing anything, okay? While I do not regret it, you also do have a lot of time for it. So if you do not do it in your 20s, you can definitely do it in your 30s. If you don't do it in your 30s, you can do it in your 40s, and nothing is wrong with that. I'm glad I did it in my 20s, so now I know about people, I know about drinking, liming. Well, you are not missing anything. So if you haven't started, chilling, liming, girl, you take your time. I know of persons who are in their 30s who are not doing those things, who are actually virgins, who are not doing anything at all, and nothing is wrong with that. What I do not regret in my 20s is getting married. Girl, I do not regret. Now that I'm this age, a lot of people tell you when you are younger, that you need to have kids and you need to marry. There's nothing to rush. Nothing. Like, I could not even understand that when I was younger. But I am telling you all, it's nothing. There's nothing to rush. Age is really just a number. Because I do not even feel like if I'm in my 30s. Because I do the same things that I was doing before. Nothing is changing. It's just that your year is, adding. However, though, when I was 19, I wanted to get married to my boyfriend. At that point in time, up for like 4 to 5 years, I believe. Doing our own thing. Whatever. We were pretty young. And now we are back together. Okay? I don't know, I just do not feel like talking so much on relationships here, because I don't know, y'all. Sometimes, probably not yet. But yes, I really wanted to get married when I was 19. I remember telling him, because I was really religious, y'all. Oh my gosh. I was Miss Church girl. And I wanted to do the right thing. I didn't want to do anything, any sort of activities, even kissing and all of that, because I was in the church so much. And then your parents, your mother pounding your head since you were small. You all know how Caribbean mothers are. Like, because they didn't get married, my father did not marry her. I promised to. So that's why she probably didn't want her children to do the same thing. So I did grow up with that mentality, like, I have to get married before, But girl, now looking back, I was glad I didn't marry. Because we come and break up, and we wasn't together, and so on. And then, had I married, I probably would have been going through a divorce. 7, what I do not regret is putting myself first. I had to learn to do this by force, y'all. By force, I had to learn to put myself first and say no. I still do not say no sometimes, but I had to learn to put myself first, and because sometimes when you do not put yourself first, girl, you end up last. And it's not selfish, like you think that it is selfish to not put yourself first and so on, but it's not. Like, when you want to move forward in life, when you want to succeed and you want to excel, you have to put yourself first. Okay? There came a point where I wanted to put my life together, and I wanted to excel in certain things, and it's when I started my YouTube channel. I think I do have a video talking about why I started my YouTube channel, explaining all of this to you all. And when I started pulling away in terms of not doing the things that I'm accustomed to doing, because I started to, line and so on. People thought that, okay, well, if we need to go a boat ride, I can call Whitney. If we need to go here, I can call Whitney, because that is what I was portraying in terms of spending unnecessary time outside. And I remember there were some of my friends were vexed with me because, and some were saying, you feel you reach. Girl, what kind of negative thing people tell you when you are at this point in time, you are simply just trying to figure ish out. Never apologize for putting yourself first, and people will get along, they will understand, and they will come along, because at some point in time they are going to try to get their life together, and they will not want anybody to disturb them. And yeah, I'm going to put my hands here before you two get at me. I know I said in my last video that if you do not make an early decision in your life when it comes to your career path, you can actually be anywhere life puts you. But I did not regret going to school and getting, my education and all that, because at the end of the day, girl, if something is to go left or it's to go right, you have your papers. And that's the good thing about having your stuff, girl. Because, for example, a lot of sports people, some of them do have their paperwork and some of them don't. And then let's just say something do go wrong, they get an injury or something. So the persons who do have it, they are able now to, go back and get a job or do so many other things. So it's very important to still get your knowledge and your schoolwork and all that, because and also you can use it in your everyday life, because you can never go wrong with learning. Okay, it may seem as though it's not important to you, it doesn't necessarily apply to you at that point in time, but girl, it would. Some of the things that I do not regret. Okay, I do not regret it. And that's all I can think about thus far. Okay, if I do have any more for you all in the future, I'll definitely let you all know and all that. So I'm going to head out right now. It's pretty late. I am so close to not going anywhere. I do really enjoy just staying at home right now. It is so late, y'all. It's like 1:05. Okay, the Marc Jacobs Decadent. I waxed today, y'all, and it's pretty. A little bit of this got under my arms, and it's burning. So do take care of yourself, guys, and I will definitely see you guys in another video. Bye, people.